3, 2, 1, drop it. Let's do this. Welcome to messing up. It's like I need to turn the effects up so I can actually hear this. Come on. No. I need a... No. It... Go for it.
There's no feeling more intense than starting over. If you deleted your homework the day before it was due, as I have, or
It's
if
like I
you
need
left
to turn
your
up his voice. There
and
we
you
go.
have to go back after spending an hour in the commute. If you won some money at the casino and then put all your winnings on red but it came up black. If you got your best shirt dry cleaned before a wedding and then immediately dropped food on it. If you won an argument with a friend
Come on, let's
and
go.
then later discovered that they just returned to their original view. Starting over is harder than starting up. If you're not ready for that, like if you've already had a bad day, then what you're about to go through might be too much. Feel free to go away and come back. I'll be here.
Sorry that I ain't giving up that easily. You're gonna have to try a little harder than that.
Alright, thanks for coming with me on this trip. I'll understand if you have to take a break at any point. Just find a safe place to stop and quit the game. Don't worry, I'll save your progress, always. Even your mistakes.
Damn it.
This game is a homage to a free game that came out in 2002 titled Sexy Hiking. The author of that game was Jazuo, a mysterious Czech designer who was known at the time as the father of B games. And B games are rough assemblages of found objects. Designers slap them together
What do
very
you
quickly
mean?
and
Why'd
freely.
you go that-
And they're
why-
often too rough
why-
and unfriendly to gain much of a following. They're built more for the joy of building them than as polished products.
Come on.
In a certain way, Sexy Hiking is the perfect embodiment of a B game. It's built almost entirely out of found and recycled parts, and it's one of the most unusual and unfriendly games of its time. In it, your task is simply to drag yourself up a mountain with a hammer. And that act of climbing, in the digital world or in real life, has certain essential properties that give the game its flavor. No amount of forward progress is guaranteed. Some cliffs are too sheer or too slippery. And the player is constantly, unremittingly in danger of falling and losing
Yeah,
everything.
facts. Alright. I got this game on Steam because I saw a lot of people play it. And I wanted to try it. And then I tried. No, Cup. Cup sabotaged me. Damn it.
Oh, you just lost a lot of progress.
Yeah,
That's a
that
deep
plays-
frustration, a real punch in the gut.
That usually plays when people lose like a lot more. There's the cup. No. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it.
Oof, sorry about that.
Come on, I just want to get to the top.
Anyway, when you start Sexy Hiking, you're standing next to this dead tree that blocks the way to the entire rest of the game.
That's sad.
It might take you an hour to get over that tree, and a lot of people never got past it. You prod and you poke at it, exploring the limits of your reach and your strength, trying to find a way up and over. And there's a sense of truth in that lack of compromise. Most obstacles in video game worlds are fake.
Let's
You can
just
be
listen to this
completely
guy real
confident
quick.
in your ability to get through them once you have the correct method or the correct equipment or just by spending enough time. In that sense, every pixelated obstacle in Sexy Hiking is real.
Wait, I have an idea. So I'm gonna put the hook on the bottom part.
Oh.
When I actually get there, if this game would like to work with me. No. I want to stay on top of the blue house. No.
Oh, it happened again. Keep on trying. Don't let it get to you.
Sure. Come on, nudge it. Let's go. Screw you, cup. Dang it, I like the music. Yeet. Okay. Come on. People usually come here to see mad skills. Or to see people raging. There we go. We got it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Let's go.
The obstacles in Sexy Hiking are unyielding, and that makes the game uniquely frustrating. But I'm not sure Jazzuo intended to make a frustrating game. The frustration is just essential to the act of climbing, and it's authentic to the process of building a game about climbing. A funny thing happened to me as I was building this mountain. I'd have an idea for a new obstacle, and I'd build it, test it, and it would usually turn out to be unreasonably hard.
Okay, I still.
But I couldn't bring myself to make it easier.
I did it before.
It already felt like my inability to get past the new obstacle was my fault as a player rather than as a builder. Imaginary mountains build themselves from our efforts to climb them, and it's our repeated attempts
Oh, okay.
to reach the summit
Wait, was that? Yeah.
turns those mountains into something real. When you're building a video game world, you're building with ideas. And that can be like working with quickset cement. You mold your ideas into a certain shape that can be played with. And in the process of playing with them, they begin to harden and set until they're immutable, like rock. And at that point, you can't change the world. Not without breaking it into pieces and starting fresh with new ideas.
Yeah, facts. Does make sense though. This guy's a genius. Not like me. No. Why you bully me? Damn it. Sure. I'm gonna lower the sensitivity a little bit. Maybe that's gonna help. Just bring me up there. Simple as that. Let's go. Come on. No. Okay, I know this part can be hooked onto. No, I'm gonna try this real quick. Trackpad tuning. That's how I got here for the before. No. Okay, turn it off. Come on. Yeet. You just gotta yeet it. Come on. Yeet it. That's not the yeet. Come on. You can't put it in the middle, that's the problem. Yeet. Come on, how does people do this? Okay, think about it. So, pretty sure the way I did it was I nudged up against this. And I pushed not that way. This thing hits the floor so easily. Perfect. That's what I was trying to do. Damn it. Nice. Figured it out. No. There we go. Perfect. Easy peasy.
For years now,
Let's
people
go.
have been predicting
Easy
that games
peasy,
would
man.
soon be made out of prefabricated objects,
Ooh.
bought in a store and assembled into a world.
Ooh.
And for the most part, that hasn't happened, because the objects in the stores are trash. I don't mean they look bad or that they're badly made, although a lot of them are.
Okay.
I mean they're trash in the way that
Thank you
food
guys for
becomes trash as soon as you put it in the sink. Things are made to be consumed and used in a certain context.
Oh.
And once the moment is gone, they transform into garbage. In the context of technology, those moments pass by in seconds. Over time, we've poured more and more refuse into this vast digital landfill that we call the
I'm just
internet.
gonna go over here.
It now vastly outnumbers and outweighs the things that are fresh and untainted and unused.
Come on.
When everything around us is cultural trash, trash becomes the new medium, the lingua franca of the digital age. And you can build culture out of
Lingua
trash,
franca.
but only trash culture. B games, B movies, B music, B
Stretch
philosophy.
out. What do you gotta do here? You push out that way where you see
Maybe
the
this
mouse
is
light
what
going.
digital culture is.
That way.
A monstrous mountain of trash, the ash heap of creativity's fountain. A landfill with everything we ever thought of in it. Grand,
I've never
infinite,
had that happen.
and unsorted.
That is scary. Okay. We're all safe here. So,
There's 3D models of
I've been recording.
breakfast, Gen X's fanfic novels, scan magazines, green screen Shia LaBeouf, banned stuff scenes on Live Leak. Facebook's got lifelike bots with unbranded adverts and candid shots of Kanye and
Okay.
Taylor Swift mashups.
No.
Car crash, epic
Dash-
failed GIFs, Russian dashcam
Yeah,
vids,
GIFs,
discussions of
GIFs.
McRibs, discarded, forgotten, unrecycled, muddled, rotten, untitled.
No.
Everything's fresh for about 6 seconds until some newer thing beckons and we hit refresh. And there's years of persevering disappearing into the pile, out of style,
Eat.
out of sight.
Eat. Just keep eating. Eating. And okay, go back. Eat. Hello, Jimmy. Oh, I never been that far up. There's a monster. Eat it.
In this context, it's tempting to make friendly content that's gentle,
okay.
that lets you churn through it.
We've
but
gotten
not
pretty
earn it.
far, honestly.
Why make something demanding
I've been
if
doing
it just
for
gets
like,
piled
what,
up in
10
the
minutes? I
landfill,
haven't been
filed
checking
in
my
with the
timer
bland
lately.
things?
Look at that skill. I've never been on those steps, honestly. Even, you saw how I clicked continue? On that save file, I've never been on. That's my only save file apart from this. I've never been on the stairs. I can't reach it, can I?
This thing that we call failure is not the falling down,
Huh.
but the staying down. Mary Pickford.
Not that way. Let's keep going. Try one more time, then I'll end the video. No. Okay.